finding apartments that accept felons? Are you looking for apartments that accept felons? While there are plenty of options, many apartments are not willing to accept felon tenants. Therefore, felons have to dig a little deeper to find out which apartments will offer them rentals and which to avoid. If you're worried that your criminal record is going to hold you back, you should pick apartment complexes that regularly rent to felon applicants. Use this guide to ensure that you can easily find felon-friendly apartment complexes. Number 1. Check Zillow. First, you should make sure that you check Zillow. The website provides information about rentals as well as homes for sale. The rental page might tell you whether the company offers rentals to felons. Otherwise, you can call them directly to find out. Number 2. Craigslist. You have to be very careful when using Craigslist. The website has a lot of scammers, so users have to be very cautious. Nevertheless, you can still find suitable rentals on Craigslist. Plus, you can find contact information for the rental companies. It is a good idea to contact the companies directly to find out what is available in your area. Plus, you can find out whether the company accepts felons. Again, it is best to only apply for apartments that rent to felons. Otherwise, you are going to end up wasting your time. Number 3. Zumper. Although Zumper isn't as popular, it can still be used to find rentals in your area. The search engine is great for this purpose. When you use this website, you will easily find out which rentals are felon-friendly. They will be listed as such in the description. Number 4. Apartments.com website. Finally, you can try using the Apartments.com website. It works great for finding suitable rentals in your area. Nevertheless, you have to understand that some of them are going to rent to felons while others won't. With a quick call, you can find out which companies rent to felons. Why do rental companies use background checks? A rental background check can tell the company a lot about you. For instance, the rental company will learn more about your criminal history and employment history. The company can use this information to determine whether you're a good tenant. Tips for finding felony-friendly rentals. Are you looking for a felony-friendly apartment near you? The good news is that many rental companies are happy to accept former felons. If you have enough money to cover the rental costs, you should be able to get the rental. Use these tips to find rentals that typically work with felons. 1. First, you should begin looking for rentals away from the downtown area. Typically, rentals downtown tend to be more popular. Therefore, they're going to be harder to get. As a felon, you'll have to look outside of the downtown area. It is best to search for rentals a few miles away from the downtown area. While you'll have to drive further, you'll have a better chance of getting the apartment. 2. You'll also want to check for apartments in duplexes and single-family houses. It is common for these rentals to be managed by private landlords. Although there is no guarantee, private landlords tend to be more willing to work with former felons. 3. In some cases, you may have to settle for a single room or a basement. The demand for such rentals tends to be much lower. Therefore, it should be easier to get one of these rentals. Regardless, you should call ahead of time to make sure they're willing to work with felons. 4. Be careful when dealing with large apartment complexes. Typically, these apartments are operated by property managers. Therefore, they're going to have stricter rules. Instead, you should pick smaller apartments because they're likely operated by private landlords. It is always best to deal with private landlords because they usually work with felons. 5. Always read the rental listing thoroughly. The listing may say whether the rental accepts felons or not. If felons are accepted, you should apply for the rental. Otherwise, you need to move on. 6. Remember that you may not get an apartment or house. Instead, you'll also want to search for shared rooms and sublets. You will have better luck with these rentals. Tips for getting a landlord to rent to you as a felon. 1. Prove that you're going to be a good renter. Ensure the landlord that you're going to pay your rent every month in full. 2. Consider volunteering. 3. Get your eviction removed by working with previous landlord. 4. Apply for Section 8 housing. 5. Talk to people you know. 6. Get your felony expunged. 7. Rent with someone,